Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Kathy with the Kathy team at Remax Signature, and this is Closet Chronicles, where I sit in my closet and talk about stuff. I'm really sorry I was not here for the past couple of weeks. It was just one of those crazy times, and I didn't get around to it, but I'm going to get better at being more consistent. So at least every 2 weeks I will have a new video up, and whether you watch it or not or want to watch it, it's totally up to you. But I gave myself a goal and I committed, and I'm gonna see it through. So thank you for understanding. I try not to give too much unrequested advice. I know it drives me crazy when people advise me things that I didn't ask to be advised on. It's my biggest pet peeve, and I will snap at someone like so quick. But I'm gonna do that today because there's a lot of people, myself included, that don't do what I'm going to say to do enough. People do not take enough time for their mental health. It just doesn't happen. In this business, I see it all the time, because if you don't answer your phone, someone else is going to answer it. And that could be a deal that just goes away. But unfortunately, you have to create boundaries, and you have to protect your mind, because if this gets messed up, then everything gets messed up. Your relationships, personal and professional. Just the way you go about your day, everything can be altered. Just like a second can ruin your whole day. So you want to keep your mind nice and fresh and clean and happy and good, but you can't do that when it's constantly going. So I'm going to give a piece of advice today because this has worked for Mike and myself. And I'm also trying to keep these videos short because they're like 8 minutes and it's just too much. We've decided the past couple of years to go on our calendars, and I have a planner. Everyone has their phone, and I have a Google calendar that I share with my team so that they know what I'm doing. But that's not my thing. Is my tangible planner that if something happens, I write down the day it happened and the time. If something is requested of me, I put it in my, if it's not in the book, it doesn't exist. You can ask Danny Tron. We had an appointment the other day at 11:30, and I went to lunch with someone else because I didn't write it down and I forgot. Sorry, Danny. But I didn't write it down. So I know, I'm better than that. And actually I have to write down that we are meeting. I forget when. Oh my gosh, see, I was driving and didn't write it down. Gotta write it down. So, okay, with that being said, Mike and I go into our planners and we put down, okay, so I'm free October 12th. Are you? Yes, you're good? Okay, so we're gonna take that day and we'll have our phones on us, and we always have our laptops with us if something comes up, but we are not going to make any appointments that day, and we are going to spend the day together. We're gonna go to the beach, or we're gonna take the kids to the museum, or we're gonna go to Animal Kingdom, which we did yesterday. It was terrible, but it was great to have one-on-one time with people that I care about, so that's the important thing. If you don't do this and you don't practice this, you're gonna find yourself in this endless cycle of just working nonstop. And Nicole's doing that right now. She's been showing property for like 2 weeks straight, every day, all day, multiple buyers, which is great. And I love her for it. And she's working really hard. She needs to go to Disney. She said she's gonna go, and I don't know when she's going. And I'm like, when are you gonna go? Write it down, put it in the calendar so I know. So get in the habit of creating days off for yourself. You don't have a 9 to 5. You don't have a request form to take time off. If you don't answer your phone, someone else will, and you are your own boss. So you need to make sure for your mental health to take days off. So do that. That's your homework. Go on your calendar right now, book a week out. Next year, Mike and I are going to Scotland, April, in our book. We're going to dinner tomorrow night, in our book. So just write it down and it will happen. My advice to you, take it or leave it. But it works for me. Oh God, my dog just barked. Jeez.